As always on Audioface, we start with the new singles of the week. We look every single week and we look at what singles have come out and we decide to talk about the ones that are most relevant to talk on Audioface.
Yeah, so Drake, Scary Hours 2, but we don't give a flying fuck about it because he's probably going to release an album and the only thing that's relevant about him is what he does with creepy things he does with underage celebrities. So, you know, we'll get to that later. Yeah. But anyways, first single, we got Leave the Door Open by Silk Sonic, which is a collaboration between Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak.
Yeah. If you had told me, that this collaboration was going to happen, it sounds like exactly what I expected it to.
Literally exactly. Like, how I looked at it is like, oh, this is Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak. It's probably going to be some funk soul. Put it on. Yep, exactly that.
Yeah, it's a big like funk soul throwback, like fully embracing the sound itself.
Yes.
The music video has them in like almost like a 70s style recording booth. We have the entire band there and the brown sort of soundproofing on the walls and everything.
All in the family costumes on.
For serious. It's a pretty sick song. Anderson .Paak sort of like groovier rhymes along with Bruno Mars's singing really go really well.
Yeah, it's decent.
And
still can't fuck with Bruno Mars, but it's all right.
Yeah, Bruno Mars, he's a little bit more tolerable to me as a musician once he wears stilts, but I think the main thing is that we'll be seeing Silk Sonic as a full-out album project coming out in a couple of months.
So that's going to be the interesting part to see how it is as a full project.
I'm intrigued with that. I haven't heard from Bruno Mars in a minute. Anderson .Paak has taken a good amount of time off after his like banger double album. Ventura of Oxnard, Audioface award-winning album, at least Ventura was.
Yes.
And so looking forward to things going from there. Moving on.
We got Take My Hand by LP Ghiyabi.
Yeah.
Ghiyabi.
Yeah.
Cool. It's an interesting track. A little starts off a little piano interlude for the first like 30 seconds, and then the beat drops, and it's a nice little.
Yeah, that's like an LP Ghiyabi kind of like trademark of including the piano with the house drops and the EDM drops in general.
Yeah, it's a solid track. I like it.
Yeah, pretty sick. I think we'll also be getting some music from her soon as well. I think I was reading that somewhere. But that'd be nice. We love our funky beats here on Audioface.
We do. Next one, we've got Spinning by Norome.
Speaking of funky beats.
Yeah, with Charlie XCX and the 1975.
Yeah, Sean, take this one away.
So we haven't heard from Norome in a while. Like he had his EP Into Hisashi and a couple other stuff that we reviewed on Audioface and stuff that I didn't enjoy. It took me a little bit to like, but I can enjoy him as an artist. Charlie XCX, we reviewed like her Quarantine album last year. I thought she's like done quite well as a pop star herself. Yeah. In 1975, we've talked at nauseam here. But anyway, so it's basically a song produced by George for the 1975, has a tiny bit of Maddie on there, but the whole beat, the whole structure of it, you can definitely tell sounds like George's production and stuff. It's a decent track. I'm still not a fan of auto-tune, especially Charlie didn't need to be auto-tuned, so that part was kind of annoying. I did like the production of it. I really like George's electronic influences and stuff, which is where I wish they'd taken most of the album in notes and conditional form, but more on that later.
Yeah, more on that. We still have to have our break from 1975 and everything they did with notes in the conditional form.
Yeah. But you could definitely hear the influences with that previous album onto this song. And that's what they were saying. They wanted to do more like dancey stuff and whatnot because they grew up listening to house and garage and stuff. And you can hear that in this track a lot.
Yeah, I think Norome, there was Narcissist that we reviewed. Yes. That was featuring in 1975 as well. And when 1975 did that like production sort of lending that credit, it sounded very much like a 1975-y song down to the melody and the kind of structure that the songs tend to go. Or you're describing it there. I thought it was pretty good. I definitely could have done without the auto-tune. Yeah, but I mean, the aesthetic of everything being like super trippy, like hipster kind of like acid trip aesthetic. I guess it was pleasingly disorienting enough in that regard to make it a good song.
Yeah, so not bad. And then the last one is Be Sweet by Japanese Breakfast. Fun little indie track that I did enjoy actually a lot too.
Yeah, I thought it was very good.
I think she's releasing an album later on this year, I believe.
That she is.
Yeah. I figured. Okay. Which is good, so I'm looking forward to it. But more bangers in indie.
Yeah, it is. Got a lot to talk about indie more broadly, but it's a really good pop, like bedroom pop indie song, but it's very funky and a little bit louder than bedroom pop.
Yeah, but it has way more construction than bedroom pop because bedroom pop tends to be more stripped down and stuff with it. It has way more substance than just that, but it's a good track overall.
Yeah, I would say it's pretty good. To the plugs that we usually do. I wonder if as we do this more, people can tell which weeks are the ones that I'm doing Power Report and TDIF during the same week, and which weeks am I more chill, because I'm just like more loopy on these weeks. But plugs, Audioface, make sure you are interacting with us. The show is growing really quickly, and that's really awesome. It's all thanks to y'all. So continue sharing about the podcast, resharing the things we post about on YouTube at youtube.com/audiofacepod. On Twitter or Instagram, both handles of that are Audiofacepod. So check us out there and interact with us. That helps us grow the show. Power Report, new episode just dropped yesterday on kind of everything going on Democrat in politics. I spoke with Bam. We did a 2-person episode there, and we talked about the stimulus bill that was just passed, what Democrats put in it, what they didn't put in it. We talked about the only thing Republicans seem to be thinking exists, which is cancel culture. I've fully said everything I want to on that, so I'm just not going to go into it anymore. And then a little bit check in on Brazil and world news. It's a great holistic podcast where you get a bunch of information about news in a way that everywhere else is just too cluttered and bland. It doesn't get to the point. So check out Power Report, powerreport.world for all the links for that. And thank Dan, it's Friday, my Twitch stream. It's usually on Fridays. I'm doing a little hiatus this month while I get my life together, which includes a bunch of different videos and things I'm producing. But yeah, just follow me at Dan from the Web for updates on that. TDIF will be returning late March, early April, I think.